Hello everyone and good morning. Today is Tuesday, May 6th, 2025 at 10:37. And today we have our day 1 outlook to look at today. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Today we have a enhanced risk that encompasses parts of Texas and Louisiana. A slight risk encompasses those two states as well, but extending into Mississippi. And we have a marginal risk that also encompasses Texas and Louisiana, but it does extend into New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. We also have a marginal risk over here in Florida, more closer to the coast. We also have a slight risk here up in the Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York State, and then a marginal encompassing parts of Pennsylvania, Maryland, New Jersey, and New York State as well. So yes, we do have that potential today. So, we do have Beaumont, College Station, The Woodlands, Bryan, and Temple under Enhanced. Houston, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, and Arlington under the Slight. And Philadelphia, San Antonio, Oklahoma City, New Orleans, and Corpus Christi have a marginal. Excuse me. I really was hoping I could get through this video allergy-free, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, today's tornado threat, we have a 10% hatched for parts of Texas and Louisiana today. The two states also have the 5%, but extending into Mississippi. And then, again, the two states also have the 2% tornado risk, but extending into Mississippi. So, we have a significant severe today of tornadoes today. It's for Round Rock, College Station, The Woodlands, Bryan, and Temple, having the significant severe as well as the 10% hatched. Houston, Dallas, Austin, Baton Rouge, and Pasadena under the 5%, and San Antonio, Fort Worth, New Orleans, Arlington, and Plano having a 2%. So I definitely will say, for the 10% hatched, you could see a good EF2, maybe an EF3 tornado possible. So some strong tornadoes are possible today. Please be mindful of that. 5% you could see EF1 to EF2 possible tornado strength, and 2% you could just see a brief EF0, maybe an EF1 tornado strength possible. So please be mindful. There could be some strong tornadoes in some of these places. Alright, going into the damaging wind threat, we've got a 30% no hatched area today, actually, for the wind. We have a 30% for parts of Texas and Louisiana. Those two states have a 15% also, but it does extend into Mississippi. And then we have New Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, a little bit of Oklahoma, and then going into Mississippi and Alabama, having the 5% wind. We also have the 5% wind down into Florida here. We do also have the 15% wind for parts of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York State. And a 5% that is for parts of Pennsylvania, a little bit of Maryland, New Jersey, and New York State. Excuse me. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and see what we've got city-wise. So we have cities we have for the risks today. We have Conroe, Huntsville, Lufkin, Nacogdoches, I think is how I said that, and Sulphur under the 30%. Houston, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, and Arlington under the 15%. And Philadelphia, San Antonio, New Orleans, Corpus Christi, and Newark under the 5%. So if you are under the 30% wind, you could see damaging wind gusts of 60 to 80 miles per hour possible. So please be mindful that could be a possibility. 15% you could see 60 to 75 mile per hour wind gusts. So please be mindful for that. And 5% we could just see 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. So that could be possible throughout the day today. So please be mindful. Wherever you may be in the risk for damaging winds today. Going into the hail threat, we have a 15% hatched for parts of Texas. We have a 15% normal extending from Texas going into Louisiana. We have a 5% extending from New Mexico through Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. We do also have another another 5% for parts of Florida closer to the coast. We do also have this 5% of hail that's going from North Carolina through a little bit of Virginia. And we do also have this 5% that extends from Pennsylvania through Maryland, New Jersey, and New York State. Oh, there's the reset. Wow. So, anyway. Excuse me. So we do have Austin, Fort Worth, Arlington, Irving, and Grand Prairie under the significant severe. Houston, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, and Arlington under the 15%. Excuse me. And Philadelphia, San Antonio, Oklahoma City, New Orleans, and Corpus Christi having a 5%. So, for the hail risk today, for the 15% hatch, you could see 2 to 4 inch hail, maybe 1 to 3.5 between those. So 1 to 4 inch hail possible in the 15% area, 15% hatched area, excuse me. 15% you could see 1 to 3 inch hail possible, and 5% you could see 1 to 2 inch hail possible. So please be mindful that wherever you may be, you may have a damaging hail threat for today. Alright, going into the summary for today, it says severe thunderstorms are expected today across, severe thunderstorms are expected today into this evening, especially across central into southeast Texas into Louisiana. Large to very large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes, potentially a few of which may be strong, which is what I said earlier, can be expected. Severe storms may also occur across parts of the Northeast and the Florida Peninsula. So there you have it. There's today's damaging risks today. There's today's hail risk. There's today's wind risk. There's today's damaging tornado risk. And there's today's day one outlook. So I do really hope that you stay weather aware. I do apologize for my allergies getting in the way again today. And I really do hope you stay weather aware and stay safe. If there's any updates, I should be able to come back. But in the meantime, I will be back later for the day 2 outlook. But anyway, that's going to be it for now. Hope you stay weather aware and stay safe. Take care, everybody.